using the Mikrotik router. Welcome to Wired This guide covers the purpose, video, configuration, we will guide you through deployment of a PPPoE server for an ISP configuration using the Mikrotik router point-to-point protocol. This guide covers the purpose, is a network protocol and commonly used by internet service providers ISPs to manage and authenticate users over Ethernet connection. Is a network protocol commonly used by internet service providers ISPs to share to manage and authenticate while maintaining separate Ethernet connection. Essentially, it allows ISPs to assign unique multiple users to share a single connection while maintaining secure, authenticated access to the internet. It allows ISPs to assign unique IP addresses to users, manage bandwidth, and ensure secure, authenticated access to the internet. Step 1. Configure WAN. Here, access Mikrotik interface via WAN to operate as the WAN port. Here, I will set up interface 1 to operate as the WAN port. Next, go to IP, then select addresses in the menu. Click the plus button to add a new IP address. In the address box, go to enter the static IP address provided by your ISP. Click the plus button to add a new IP address. Select the WAN port in the address box. OK to apply enter the static IP address provided by your ISP. Next, and the subnet go to IP, then select routes. Select the WAN port, then click OK to apply the plus button to add a new route. Enter the gateway IP address provided by your ISP. Click the plus button to add a new route. Enter the gateway IP address provided by your ISP. Next, open the new terminal in Winbox and test connectivity by pinging an external address. Next, open the new terminal in Winbox and test connectivity by pinging an external address. Step 2. Configure DNS. In the left menu, go to IP DNS. Step 2. Configure DNS. Enter the DNS server IP addresses. In the left menu, go to IP DNS. Enter the DNS server IP addresses. Step 3. Configure local area network. Step 3. Configure local area network. Next, go to IP, then select addresses. Click the plus button to add a new IP address. Enter a private IP address to the LAN IP, interface. Then select addresses. Click the plus button to add a new IP address. Enter a private IP address to the LAN interface. Step 4. Configure network address translation. Step 4. Configure network address translation. Firewall. Under the NAT tab, create new NAT rule. Set the chain to SRC NAT, then select firewall. In the SRC address field, under the subnet of your LAN new address rule. Set the chain to SRC set the action to masquerade. In the SRC address field, enter the subnet of your LAN address. Set the action to masquerade. Step 5. Configure IP address pool. Go to IP, then click on the pool. Click the plus button Step to create configure pool. IP address pool. Set the name of the IP pool. Go to IP, then click on the pool. Next, set the IP address click the range, plus button, then click to create OK new to apply pool. The settings. Set the name of the IP pool. Next, set the IP address range, then click OK to apply the settings. Step 6. Configure the PPPoE profile, server, and user secret. Navigate to PP from the left-hand menu, then select Step Profiles. 6. Configure the PPPoE profile, click the plus button to create a new profile. Navigate to PP from the left-hand menu and configure the local address and remote address. Click the plus button to create a new profile. Next, set the profile name and configure the local address and remote address. Next, go to Secret tab, then configure user secret. Next, go to Secret tab, then configure user secret. Next, navigate to the PPPoE Server tab and configure the required settings. Next, navigate to the PPPoE Server tab and configure the required settings. Step 7. Configure simple queues. Go to Queues on the left-hand menu. Step 7. Configure simple queues. Click the plus button under the Simple Queues tab to create a new on the left-hand menu. Next, create an unlimited ICMP queue with the target the plus IP button under the Simple Queues tab to create a new simple queue. Next, create an unlimited ICMP queue with the target additional queue for your target user using their WAN address. Create an additional queue for your target user using their WAN address. Next, set their upload-download limit. Next, set their upload-download limit. Using the Mikrotik router board. This guide covers the purpose, configuration, and deployment of a PPPoE server for an ISP.